Every morning, before the noise of the world begins, before opinions, pressure, and excuses try to enter your mind, you have a moment. A moment to decide who you are going to be today. Success is not luck, confidence is not magic, strength is not given. They are built daily, quietly, relentlessly. If you want to grow, if you want to win in life, you must start by training your mind every single morning. Here are 8 things you must tell yourself every morning and believe with your whole heart. Every morning, I remind myself that discipline is my foundation, not motivation. Motivation is emotional. It rises when things feel good and disappears when things get uncomfortable. Discipline doesn't ask how I feel. Discipline asks who I am. And I choose to be someone who shows up no matter what. There are mornings when my body feels heavy, when my mind searches for excuses, when comfort whispers that I deserve rest. But comfort has never built anything great. Discipline is what gets me out of bed when no one is watching. Discipline is what separates good from great. I've learned that waiting to feel motivated is a trap. If I only worked when I felt inspired, I would be average. Discipline is doing the work even when the fire feels low, even when progress is slow, even when results are invisible. Especially then, because those moments are the real test. Anyone can work when it's easy. Anyone can smile when they're winning. But discipline is choosing effort when the reward is far away. It's training when the applause is silent. It's pushing when quitting would be simpler. Discipline is not punishment. It's self-respect. It's me keeping a promise to myself. When I say I will do something, I do it. That builds confidence. Not dreams, actions. Every disciplined choice tells my mind that I can be trusted. And when pressure comes, when the moment is big, that trust becomes strength. I don't panic because I've already done the work. I don't doubt because discipline removed the question marks long before the challenge arrived. Some days I don't feel strong. Some days I don't feel ready. That doesn't matter. Discipline doesn't require feelings, it requires standards. My standards don't change with my mood. I don't negotiate with weakness. I don't look for excuses dressed as logic. I understand that greatness is boring at times. Repetition, routine, sacrifice. But inside that boring work is dominance. Inside that consistency is freedom. Discipline also teaches patience. Results don't come overnight. Progress is quiet. But I trust the process because discipline compounds. One disciplined day becomes a disciplined week. A week becomes a lifestyle. And a lifestyle becomes legacy. People see the success and call it talent. They don't see the mornings when I chose discipline over sleep, focus over distraction, effort over excuses. That's fine. I don't need them to see it. I need to live it. So every morning, before the world demands anything from me, I claim this truth. I am disciplined even when I don't feel motivated. Because discipline is who I am, and that is why I never break. Every morning, I remind myself that my life is my responsibility, no one else's. Not my background, not my circumstances, not the people around me. What I become is on me. That understanding gives me no excuses, but it gives me power. The moment I stopped blaming and started owning everything, my growth accelerated. Responsibility is not a burden, it's freedom. Because if I am responsible, then I can change things. It's easy to point fingers when things don't go your way. It's easy to say the conditions weren't right, the support wasn't there, the timing wasn't perfect. But I don't waste energy on excuses. Excuses don't move you forward. They keep you comfortable where you are. When I fail, I look in the mirror. I ask myself what I can improve, where I can be better, how I can respond stronger next time. That mindset turns setbacks into lessons and pressure into fuel. Taking responsibility means I don't wait to be saved. I don't wait for opportunities to fall into my hands. I create them. If I'm not good enough yet, I work. If I'm not ready yet, I prepare. If I fall short, I adjust and come back harder. Responsibility sharpens my focus because it removes distraction. I don't worry about what others are doing. I worry about my effort, my attitude, my commitment. Responsibility also builds mental toughness. When you own your results, you stop fearing failure. Failure becomes feedback. You stop complaining about pressure because you understand that pressure comes with ambition. I choose big goals, so I accept big responsibility. That's the trade-off, and I'm comfortable with it. I don't expect the path to be easy, but I expect myself to be strong. There are moments when life is unfair. I know this, but fairness has never been the standard for success. Accountability is. I don't ask, why is this happening to me? I ask, what can I do about it? That question keeps me moving forward. It keeps me sharp. It keeps me hungry. Responsibility keeps me in control of my response, even when I can't control the situation. When you take responsibility, confidence grows quietly. You walk differently. You speak differently. You don't need validation because you know the work you're putting in. You know that whatever comes, you will handle it. That belief doesn't come from talent. It comes from ownership. From knowing that you don't run from challenges, you face them. So every morning, I tell myself this truth, and I live by it. I am responsible for my life. And because of that, nothing and no one can stop me. Every morning, I remind myself that my only real competition is the person I was yesterday, not the people around me. Not the noise, the opinions, or the comparisons. Comparison steals focus, and focus is everything. When I wake up, I don't ask how to beat others. I ask how to beat my own limits. That mindset keeps me sharp, hungry, and grounded. Because if I improve every day, the results will take care of themselves. I don't chase perfection in one step. I chase progress in small, relentless steps. One more repetition. One more sprint. One more moment of focus when my mind wants to drift. These small wins may not look impressive to others, but they build something powerful inside. Yesterday's version of me was good, but today I demand more. More discipline. More intensity. More commitment. That's how growth becomes unstoppable. Outworking yesterday's version of myself means I don't get comfortable with success. Success can be dangerous if you start relaxing. Comfort makes you slow. Hunger keeps you alive. I respect what I've achieved, but I never live in it. The moment you start celebrating too long, someone else is already working to take your place. So I wake up with gratitude, but also with urgency. Gratitude for the opportunity, urgency to improve. There are days when progress feels invisible, when the effort doesn't immediately show results. That's where most people stop. But I don't stop there. I understand that growth is happening even when I can't see it. The body is adapting. The mind is sharpening. The habits are strengthening. Today's work is building tomorrow's performance. And I trust that process completely. Outworking myself also means being honest. Honest about weaknesses. Honest about mistakes. I don't hide from them. I attack them. If something is holding me back, I make it my priority. Weakness doesn't scare me. Ignoring it does. Every flaw is an opportunity to improve. And I take that opportunity seriously. This mindset keeps me humble. Because no matter how far I go, there is always room to grow. Always another level. Always another standard to reach. That's what drives me. Not applause. Not recognition. Progress. When you focus on becoming better instead of being better than others, pressure disappears. Freedom appears. You enjoy the work again. At the end of the day, I don't ask if I was the best in the room. I ask if I was better than I was yesterday. If the answer is yes, then I've won the day. And when you win enough days like that, success becomes inevitable. So every morning I make this promise to myself and I keep it today. I outwork yesterday. And that's why I keep moving forward. Every morning I remind myself that pain is not my enemy. Comfort is. Pain is part of the journey, part of the price you pay for growth. Nothing meaningful comes without it. The workouts that burn, the days that exhaust you, the moments when doubt creeps in, these are not signs to stop. They are signs that you are moving forward. I don't run from pain. I accept it because I understand what it gives me in return. Pain teaches discipline. It teaches patience. It teaches respect for the process. When my muscles ache, when my lungs are on fire, when my mind says enough, that's the moment I listen closest. Because that voice is where limits life. And limits are meant to be challenged. Most people stop at discomfort. I don't. I go one step further. That's where separation happens. There are sacrifices that don't show on the surface. Missed comforts, late nights, early mornings, saying no when others say yes. These choices hurt in the moment. But I know the alternative hurts more. Regret lasts longer than pain. Pain fades. Pride stays. When the work is done and the moment arrives, I don't look back wishing I had done more. I look forward knowing I earned my place. Pain also sharpens the mind. It forces focus. When things are easy, you relax. When things are hard, you grow. Pressure turns preparation into performance. I welcome pressure because it means I care. It means the goal is big. And big goals demand sacrifice. I don't complain about the weight. I build the strength to carry it. There are days when the body is tired and the mind is heavy. Those days matter most. Anyone can push when they feel strong. True strength shows up when you keep going anyway. Pain in those moments is temporary, but the confidence you gain from pushing through lasts forever. Each time I endure, I build belief. Belief that I can handle whatever comes next. I don't romanticize suffering. I respect it. I use it. Pain is feedback. It tells me I'm working at the edge of my ability, and that edge is where progress lies. I don't seek shortcuts. Shortcuts cheat growth. They steal pride. I choose the harder path because it leads to something real. When the lights are on and the pressure is high, pain has already done its job. I'm calm. I'm ready. I've been here before. In training, in silence, in moments no one saw. That's why I stand strong when it matters. So every morning, I tell myself this, and I mean it, deep pain is temporary, pride is forever, and I choose pride. Every morning I remind myself that belief starts inside, not in the crowd, not in the opinions of others. In me, there will always be voices that doubt, criticize, or underestimate. Some are loud, some are quiet, some even come from people close to you. I don't fight those voices, I rise above them, because my belief doesn't need permission. It comes from the work I've done when no one was watching. I learned early that approval is unreliable. Today they praise you, tomorrow they question you. If your confidence depends on that, you'll never be stable. That's why I built my belief on preparation, on sacrifice. When I stand in a difficult moment, I don't look for reassurance. I look back at the hours I invested. Belief is earned. It's built through action, not talk. There are moments when the world is silent, when support disappears, when pressure is heavy and expectations are higher than ever. Those moments reveal who you are. I don't shrink in them. I trust myself more, because I know what I've survived. I know what I've pushed through. I know the standards I live by. Doubt from others doesn't scare me. Doubt from myself would, and I don't allow it to grow. Believing in yourself doesn't mean you think you're perfect. It means you trust your ability to respond, to adjust, to fight, to improve. I don't need guarantees, I need belief. When mistakes happen, and they will, I don't panic. I stay composed. Confidence keeps the mind clear. And a clear mind performs better under pressure. Self-belief also protects focus. When you trust yourself, you don't chase validation. You don't explain your vision to everyone. You let results speak. You conserve energy. You stay locked in. While others are distracted by opinions, I'm sharpening my edge. Quiet belief is powerful. It doesn't announce itself. It shows up when it matters most. There were times when people didn't see what I saw. That's normal. Vision comes before recognition. If everyone believed in you from the start, it wouldn't require courage. I believed first. I acted first. And eventually, results followed. Belief gives you patience. It allows you to stay consistent when progress is slow and criticism is fast. When pressure rises, belief steadies me. When expectations grow, belief grounds me. I don't rely on luck. I rely on preparation backed by confidence. I've learned that the strongest voice you will ever hear is the one you speak to yourself. Make it powerful. Make it unbreakable. So every morning, before the world tries to define me, I remind myself of this truth. I believe in myself, even when no one else does. And that belief carries me forward. Every morning, I remind myself where I'm going. Clarity creates power. When your goals are clear, distractions lose their strength. The world is full of noise, opinions, comparisons, temptations, shortcuts, but I don't allow them to pull me away from my path. Focus is a choice I make daily. I don't wake up guessing what matters. I wake up committed to it. I know my goals and I respect them. Respect means protecting them. That means saying no to things that don't serve the mission. Not every opportunity is for me. Not every opinion deserves my attention. Energy is limited and I spend it with intention. When I'm focused, my effort becomes sharper, my decisions become faster, and my progress becomes inevitable. Focus doesn't mean I rush. It means I stay present. One session, one task, one moment at a time. I don't let my mind drift into pressure about the future or regret about the past. The work in front of me is enough. Master the moment, and the moments will build the result. That's how consistency is born. There will always be distractions disguised as rewards. Praise, comfort, applause. They can pull you off track if you let them. I stay grounded by remembering why I started. Goals are not reached by emotion. They are reached by commitment. When excitement fades, focus carries me forward. When motivation drops, focus keeps me aligned. Staying focused also means staying disciplined with my thoughts. I don't entertain doubt longer than necessary. I don't replay negativity. I redirect. Focus is mental training. Just like the body, the mind must be conditioned. Each time I bring my attention back to my goal, I strengthen that muscle. Over time, it becomes automatic. I don't confuse business with progress. Being busy can feel productive, but focus creates results. I prioritize what moves me forward, not what fills time. That discipline separates action from noise. It's easy to do many things. It's hard to do the right things consistently. That's where focus shows its value. There are moments when pressure tries to scatter the mind. Expectations rise. Stakes get higher. That's when focus matters most. I slow down. I simplify. I trust the process I followed. Focus brings calm in chaos. It allows performance to rise when others tighten up. I also understand that focus requires sacrifice. You can't chase everything and expect excellence. Excellence demands attention. It demands commitment. And I'm willing to give it. Because the goal deserves it. Because the work deserves it. And because I expect greatness from myself. So every morning I ground myself in this truth and I live by it. I stay focused on my goals. And nothing distracts me from what I'm building. Every morning I remind myself that quitting is not part of who I am. I don't say that out of pride. I say it out of commitment. There will be days when the body is tired, when the mind is heavy, when the road ahead looks longer than expected. Those moments are not signals to stop. They are tests. And I take tests seriously. I've learned that strength is not about never falling. Everyone falls. Strength is about getting back up every single time. When setbacks come, I don't ask why me. I ask what now. I don't waste time feeling sorry for myself. I reset. I refocus. I return to work. Quitting may offer temporary relief, but it steals everything you've worked for. I refuse that trade. There are moments when progress feels slow, when effort seems invisible, when results don't match the sacrifice. That's where most people give up, not because they can't continue, but because they convince themselves it's not worth it. I don't let that thought settle. I know that the hardest phase often comes right before breakthrough. Endurance is the bridge between effort and success. Never quitting doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is fine. It means acknowledging the struggle and choosing to move forward anyway. I allow myself to feel fatigue, frustration, disappointment, but I don't let them decide my actions. Emotions are temporary. Decisions last. I choose resilience. I remind myself of everything I've already overcome. The early mornings, the sacrifices, the times I pushed when it would have been easier to stop. Those memories strengthen me. They remind me that I've survived worse than this moment. And if I've done it before, I can do it again. When pressure increases, my commitment deepens. I don't back away from challenges. I step into them. Challenges reveal character. They show who is willing to endure and who is looking for an exit. I stay. I fight, I trust the process I've committed to, even when the outcome is uncertain. Never quitting also means adapting. Persistence is not stubbornness. If something isn't working, I adjust, but I don't abandon the goal, learn. I evolve, I come back smarter. Quitting closes doors, persistence opens options. At the end of the day, I don't need guarantees, I need resolve. I need the certainty that no matter what happens, I will show up again tomorrow. That promise to myself is unbreakable. It defines me more than talent ever could. So every morning I tell myself this and I live by it. I never quit, and that is why I always find a way forward. Every morning I remind myself that today is all I truly own. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, today. So I give everything I have to this day. Not a part of it, not what's comfortable, everything. Excellence is not about doing extraordinary things once. It's about doing ordinary things with extraordinary effort every single day. Giving my absolute best doesn't mean being perfect. It means being fully present. It means showing up with intention even when the energy is low and the pressure is high. Some days my best is powerful and explosive. Other days my best is quiet and disciplined. Both count. What matters is that I don't hold back. I don't save effort for later. Later is not guaranteed. I don't measure my days by outcomes alone. Results are important, but effort is what I control. I can't control every situation, every decision, every reaction, but I can control how much I give. When I walk away from a day knowing I gave my best, I sleep with peace. No regret, no excuses. Just honesty. Giving my best also means respecting the process. I don't cut corners. I don't look for shortcuts. Shortcuts weaken standards, and standards define performance. I hold myself accountable in the smallest details because those details become habits, and habits become identity. I don't rise to the occasion. I perform at the level of my preparation. There are days when no one notices the effort. No applause, no recognition. That doesn't change anything for me. I don't perform for attention. I perform for myself. Because character is what you do when no one is watching. Giving your best in silence builds confidence that no noise can shake. I also understand that giving my best today builds momentum for tomorrow. One strong day creates belief. Two, create rhythm. Many create dominance. Success is not a single moment, and patterns are built daily. That's why I respect today. I don't waste it. When challenges come, giving my best becomes even more important. Pressure exposes preparation. In those moments, I don't try to do more. I do what I've trained to do with full commitment. Trust replaces fear. Effort replaces doubt. That's how performance stays consistent. At the end of my journey, I don't want to wonder what would have happened if I tried harder. I want to know that I emptied the tank every day, that I gave life my full effort, that I honored my potential. So every morning, I make this promise and I keep it today. I give my absolute best, and that is always enough. Every morning, these words shape your mindset, and your mindset shapes your actions. Your actions shape your future. Greatness is not built in one day, but it is built every day. So wake up with hunger, work with purpose, and go to sleep knowing you gave everything. Because when you master your mornings, you master your life.